For the next short while, we're going to talk about how to use one of the most amazing pieces of technology that's come along in the last 100 years. And we carry it in our pocket. The name of this program is Working with Your Smartphone, or the subtitle could be What to Do When Your Grandchild Isn't Around to Help You. Generational wisdom is important, and it needs to be shared, whether you're passing it on to your grandchildren or good friends. Generational wisdom can be passed on by sharing information with your smartphone. Now, back in 1986, when Bill Gates launched Windows 95 for computers, he asked the question, where do you want to go today? Back then, Bill Gates was talking about desktop computers. But today, all of that power is in your pocket. And you are connected. The smartphone in your pocket has more than 100,000 times the processing power of the computer that landed man on the moon more than 50 years ago. And it's the apps that helped connect you. Apps are software that allow you to perform specific tasks. Applications for desktop or laptop computers are sometimes called desktop applications. Those for mobile devices are called mobile apps. And when you open an application, it runs inside the operating system until you close it. You don't see it, you don't worry about it. An app is like a vehicle. Whether you're driving a Ford or a Chevy, an Android or an iPhone, they'll all get you where you want to go. Your smartphone can help you. Whether you're monitoring your physical activity, monitoring your heart rate, trying to remember where you parked your car, you want to learn a foreign language or book a flight or a hotel. You might even want to play spades with friends and family. It's time to be curious and try different apps. Whether you're searching for something with Google or YouTube or talking to friends on Facebook and Twitter, there are apps for almost everything you can think of. News apps and places to shop and get food, get directions, or check on the weather. Access is important, and these are resources that I use on a regular basis, including my Social Security Administration app. When I go to ssa.gov, the first thing I have to do is prove my identity, and then I have to enter a secure password. When I click, I wind up on the ssa.gov homepage. From here, I can get additional services. I can check on information about my retirement, Medicare enrollment, and lots more. MyMedicare.gov is another very important site. Now, when you visit this page, whether you get here from your computer or your smartphone, once again, you're going to have to show who you are, prove your identification. And once again, you're going to need a strong password. On their landing page, you can see there are many links. You can learn about what Medicare covers, what does drug coverage Part D mean, supplements, and so much more. Google happens to be the #1 most used search engine in the world. I use it on a daily basis. Anything I'm trying to find and figure out, I can go first to Google, and second, YouTube, the second most used search engine in the world. I'm one of those people that likes to learn by watching. I'll read, but I find it easier to digest information many times if I can watch someone doing something. This is especially important to me when it comes to learning how to use apps and some of the software that I use. You can learn with video, whether it's YouTube or Bing or some of the other videos you'll find on different websites. When you find the search box, just type in what you're looking for. Learn by watching. Now, if you're an Android user, you've got an icon that looks like this little green guy, and there are many, many videos. Bing is a handy way to find this particular page. Smartphone Basics. everything you would ever want to know about how to use your Android phone. By the way, if you use an iPhone, there are sites for that as well. Now, as I said before, the elections are coming up, and the Chicago Board of Election Commissioners has a site as well. You're encouraged to drop by, and you're especially encouraged to vote by mail. Wisconsin also has a voting site, myvotewisconsin.gov. That's myvote.wi.gov. You can download the app or log on with your computer. When you log on to the homepage, you will see several options. You can get more information about what's on your ballot. You can find polling places, and you can update your name and address, as well as register to vote or request absentee voting ballots. Now, I talked before about passing things along from one generation to the next. I'm a really big fan of using Zoom. Along with Facebook and programs like Google Talk, Zoom allows me to have meetings with my friends and family. And we can see each other and talk and share memories. When you log on to Zoom, whether it's with the Zoom app or by logging on to zoom.us, you have a startup screen that will then take you into a meeting. This image is for a video that will teach you how to use Zoom. So if you go to YouTube and click search and then type in Zoom or how to use Zoom app, you'll get several video options. You'll see one like this and click it and watch it as many times as you need to feel comfortable. Now, socializing is really important, especially when you've got the time and you're retired. If you're looking for romance, there are lots of options. You can use an app like Senior Match or Plenty of Fish. As a matter of fact, I met my wife using Plenty of Fish several years ago. Meetup is not a dating app. Meetup is an app where you can put in your zip code and list what your interests are and find groups of people that have similar interests. If you are into poetry or rock climbing or boating or fishing or playing a good game of chess or maybe quilting, there are people out there doing all sorts of things. And no matter where you live in the country, you can find people that are like-minded and want to have you join them. The internet is really the world's largest library. And lots of us learn by watching videos until we're comfortable with the lesson. We like to participate in groups with our peers. And we also look for access to free resources, whether it's for entertainment, hobbies, or activism. There are so many places you can go. Even though we're locked down right now with COVID-19, if you'd like to visit the Louvre in Paris, you can do that. To visit the Smithsonian in Washington, D.C., you can do that too. Now, we've covered a lot of information, but I want you to remember that you can go back and review all of it. Click some of the links below. They will take you to videos that explain different parts of what I've talked about today. Well, I hope that this has helped a little bit. Your iPhone, your Android phone, don't have to be confusing. Don't be intimidated. You cannot break the internet. Try every app, ask questions, don't be left on the sidelines. I hope this has helped. Take care.